No. Elo, witam wszystkich, Pepiano z tej strony, a my widzimy się w Filarach Ziemi. No, to kontynuujemy naszą historię. Zobaczymy, co się w trójeczce wydarzy. 5 lat później. Lata lecą. Ciekawe jak King wygląda. O, 1141 rok. Ciekawe.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
The Pope was very pleased to hear how I and you have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him. Ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Do not underestimate your son, Lady Hamley. That would be a great mistake.
Wioska odbudowana. Ładnie wygląda.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling. Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt. You could even begin to plan the paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Why a wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again? Philip decided on that because it's cheaper.
To prawda.
And these walls can only hold the weight of a wooden ceiling. I love you like a brother, Alfred, but the apprentice shouldn't have to tell the master craftsman things like that.
Jack, for once, focus on your work and finish it. Just for once. Or you'll stay an apprentice for the rest of your life.
Don't argue again.
Alfred is right. This is a house of God. All right. Now, where were we? You can start planning the paintings for the ceiling if you wish.
Nie trafiłem.
Can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers already.
Jest. Dobra. Muszę się skupić na robocie.
Father Philip, Tom Builder. Alfred.
Aliena. How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to shiring today. The fleece fair starts tomorrow.
I almost forgot.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamley had not raised the taxes this week.
Again? Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us. Tom is right. You hear?
Kontynuuj pracę.
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Pluvius, nomine patri amen.
That sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleys wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is. Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
She is something. She would make me a good wife.
Hey! Hey, take that back!
What? What did I say?
Nie.
For the last time, stop your quarrelling. Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Aha.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you? What? Why me?
Finish your work, Jack.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care. On that day, I was going to see Aliena. And I was going to tell her how I felt. And nothing and no one would stop me.
Teraz. Dokończmy.
Time to get this done.
Oj! Co to jest? Matko, wolniej. No.
Nice. For some reason, I'm full of energy today. But the face, it isn't right. I can never get the face right.
No
I'm
właśnie.
done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore. Oh, damn.
Watch your tongue.
I will. Damn. I need to get much better at this.
No. Zapiszemy. Spróbuję
I
jeszcze
can
raz.
never get the expression right. That's not humility, sorrow, and dignity. It looks surprise. A surprised Corbel. Useless. I'm done for now. I just can't stand look. The Tree of Life. When I was small, I wanted something with animals. I tried to make it look like no other tree, more like a thought. I like it, but nobody recognizes that it's supposed to be a tree. Well, Tom says it's done, and he won't let me do another one.
O,
I better not get too close.
pozbądźmy się go. Wiem?
I need to do better than that.
A, muszę trafić. Muszę!
missed.
Chcę się pozbyć os. Jest!
Damn it.
Nie mogę trafić,
I
no!
need to do better than that.
Za szybko to idzie. Żeby to było zwolnione tempo.
Ah, missed.
Jack, skup się. Chcę się... Jest!
Yes. I bet there are more nests around.
Dobra. Udało się. Trafiłem.
Right, the wall is already coming apart and Alfred wants to put a stone ceiling on top instead of a wooden one. Idiot.
Do krypty idziemy.
It's gone. Where did it go? There must be some kind of cavity behind that wall. The foundations and the whole crypt were part of the old cathedral. Who knows what secrets are hidden down here? It's gone.
Z Jonathanem pogadajmy.
Hey, little brother.
Zrób minę. Dobra, zabawimy się?
Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Dlaczego nie?
Commented said you can't. You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know. Philip and Tom won't mind if we take a break. Sometimes people say one thing and mean another thing. Either he's stopped listening or he's thinking about it.
Powiedz o opakowaniu się nim.
I hope you appreciate that I look out for you.
I ate a beetle.
Don't tell Philip, alright? It's our secret.
Zrób minę. Znowu. Wstań. Chodź. Wejdźmy na targ. Oho.
Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Ah, great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no! It's all broken!
The sounds of the market.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack?
Maybe I should go before I buy anything.
Watch where you go, will ya? Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
Jaki interes? Widziałaś Aliena?
Did you see Aliena?
Maybe she was heading home. I think she's expecting a visitor.
A visitor?
Do I hear jealousy in your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jaki interes?
So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
You exhausted?
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Ty nie wybierasz się na jarmark wełniany?
Are you not going to the Fleece Fair in Shiring?
No, Philip asked me to supervise the market here.
So now you're working with Philip and Aliena?
I know, it's a lot of work. But we all want the same thing after all.
And what's that?
To keep this place in good shape. This is our home.
Yeah, I guess.
You should be working too.
I'm just taking a break.
Zabawa Jonathana.
Do you want to buy some of this fine cloth, Jonathan?
Great idea. I can make you a red robe. Or a blue one.
No.
No, that would be silly now, wouldn't it? What is the colour that monks wear?
Brown and black and grey.
Jak udaje ci się wytrzymać z Alfredem?
How do you get along with Alfred?
He usually only talks to me when he wants me to cook for him.
Why would you keep cooking for him?
He
Właśnie.
doesn't have a wife. And he's my brother.
I wouldn't ask you to cook for me. Jonathan wouldn't either, and he's your brother too.
Jack, no one's supposed to know.
Don't worry, he's a little monk. He is everyone's brother.
Aliena udała się do domu?
Aliena went home.
Could be. I know she's expecting a visitor.
No to idziemy tam.
Maybe I should get going.
Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you.
No to się odgadam z badań. No, w górę rzeki. Okej,
I
dobra.
think Ellen wants to talk to you about Papa.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be a builder.
That's not true. That's what she wants to talk about. Papa knows what you can do. He told her.
Oh, did he?
Yes. He's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here.
Mapa? O, trochę urosło.
The Hamleys would be breaking the agreement we had with King Stephen. All I know is that suddenly the quarry master wants us to pay steep prices for stone. And the verderer of Shim Forest now insists we pay even more for timber.
Ooh.
The verderer and the quarry master both claim that they act on orders from the Earl of Shiring. If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so.
Of course. This is a terrible problem.
It is. But I can assure you that we will be safe for the next few weeks. I've planned ahead for a case like this.
You have?
There are always bound to be shortages. We can pay our workers and there's enough stone and timber for a month.
If it weren't for you, we'd be lost now. But our problem remains. I must talk to the Earl.
Indeed. But first, we need to talk to the workers. They need to know.
I agree.
Kończą się zapasy.
Why would Percy Hamley break his word? Why now all of a sudden?
Idziemy do kuchni.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hello, Millions. Jack. And Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellar soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Moździerz.
Can I use the mortar?
The mortar? Yes. Why shouldn't you? What do you want to use it for?
I'm not quite sure yet.
5, 6. There is a sausage missing.
No, there's not.
Ah, no. Here it is.
No.
Everything all right, Jonathan? Better not. I don't want to disturb him. You miss Cuthbert, hmm?
I do. The thought of being here without him.
But you won't be alone.
I'd rather be alone than spend the rest of my days cooped up in here with someone like Brother Andrew. or whoever will be the new cellarer.
Did you talk to Philip about it?
You know, I think I should.
No właśnie.
Philip and I haven't talked since Cuthbert passed on. As prior, he always has something else to worry about.
Why does Philip want me to read the Bible?
He thinks that if you put that mind of yours to good use, you could be a great scholar.
Dokładnie.
Are you saying I'm not putting it to good use right now?
No, but there is still so much you could learn.
Why does Philip want me to read the Bible?
He thinks that...
Are you saying I'm not putting it...
No, but...
We were thinking of getting a novice to do the work of the cellarer for a while.
You mean till I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
These are hard times. We cannot just bring a new monk into our priory.
If I have to teach someone, then I can just do it myself.
Do you have the time to do...
We'll find a solution.
Krużganek.
It's blocked. I have to go in through the front.
Kapitularz.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
The mortar won't complain if it has to wait till I'm done with me break.
Well, the mortar won't, but I will.
Oh, yes? Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
That's none of your business. Now get to work.
You drunk bastard! You pushy fat oaf!
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No,
Prior Regis. The two have been quarreling the whole morning. I wonder what their problem is. What are you doing in the scriptorium?
I wanted to have a look at your books.
Is that so? Everyone, listen up. It's the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture.
It is, Sir Prior Regis.
Yes, Sir Prior Regis.
Yes, Sir Prior Regis.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts with pictures and colour?
It is, Sir Prior Regis.
Yes, Sir Prior.
Yes, Sir Prior Regis.
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Build? Working on the construction site.
Carving statues and ornaments.
Building
I think.
things.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either, but it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack, back to your work and do not disturb us again.
Oh.
Shut up! You shut up!
And you, don't be distracted.
No, Remigius.
No, trzeba...
No.
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Pomyślcie o innych ludziach. Był Stefan.
What about King Stephen?
Now, that is a man who sits a lot.
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king! Of course he's got a throne!
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Oh, like you mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day.
I was not!
I heard you farting from here.
You think I want to shit for half a day? You think that? Well, you better think again!
Subprzeł.
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on sub-prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it.
What?
That he is a hard-working man.
Who?
Sub-prior Remigius, you fool!
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But I...
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our trust in you. We take you in. And...
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. If only I had more time to read. What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls judicia cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not.
Oh, wow.
The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre.
Oh, wow.
And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri?
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Whoa, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Polowanie na czarownicę.
What are you working on?
Go away. I have to focus.
Hey, can I read what you're working on?
No. Remigius will get angry if I don't finish this.
All of you!
I better stay away from the window before I get in trouble too.
Wszystko?
If only I had more time to read. If only I had...
Dobra, idziemy. Chodź. Mamy cel.
Prior Philip is too forgiving. The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects. Everything. As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself. And more worries.
Dobra, i teraz będzie wielkie celowanko. Bo znalazłem ul. Yes.
I need to do better than that.
No jednak nie. Yes.
I bet there are more nests around.
Yes,
I just don't see how you can possibly regain our trust.
Okay. Teraz ten.
Hello, Cuthbert. hope you're happy wherever you are.
What do you mean, wherever he is? He's lying right there. I made sure his wait for Judgment Day is comfortable.
Philip thinks we might go to heaven when we die.
No, we lie in wait till Judgment Day. That's why I want someone good to bury me, to make sure I lie well. I hope you will remember your promise that you will bury me.
Well, that was a long time ago. My first night in the Priory. I'll bury you, Brother Arnaldus. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And thank you for looking after Cuthbert.
Like heathens! You're not heathens, are you?
No, right.
Everything all right, Jonathan?
Oh, you're not heathens. Then you should know better.
Without his support, we cannot continue building. You've talked to the king before. Maybe he'll help again. Hopefully, he will. Maybe it's all a misunderstanding.
What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
Zaskończyłeś.
I'm done.
Why do I get the feeling that when I go and look at your corbel, it won't be finished?
W porządku.
I'm doing my best, all right? If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on the task at hand.
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve right now. The Earl of Shiring has stopped supporting us. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We have to stop building the cathedral.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king, or this will be the end of Kingsbridge. Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job, and only your job. And leave Alfred alone.
Droga na północ? Nie, to jest domawiane, ja nie chcę. Co?
Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack. Have you come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
Matka chciała też coś od nas. Najpierw pójdziemy do... Strasznie długi rozdział.
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
He's teaching the novice about the bridge and the toll. I better not disturb them.
Aha. No to na tam coś się dzieje. Aha.
Hey.
Myślałem, że coś ma jakieś... Idziemy. Matka coś od nas chciała, tylko nie wiadomo co. Pamiętam.
Ah, there you are, Cub. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Shiring. Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me this? Did he say something about me?
No, but I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours, if you want to become a master builder.
Maybe.
Don't be angry, Cub.
I'm not.
Pytajmy.
If she suspects something, then she's pretty good at not letting it show. The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
Ouch! Stinging nettle.
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make a balm from it. Cuthbert had a mortar, I think. The Fuller's hands will improve for a while. But only for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they need to stop fulling.
Maybe you're right. Thank you.
Żołędzia.
As much as I'd like to, I did promise Tom I'd only do my own carvings in the evenings. No. She would just tell me not to pick a fight. I should probably continue work.
Probably. Don't look so sad, Carl. We'll talk in the evening.
Hey, little brother.
Idziemy do młyna. Orze. O, jest, ostatni chyba.
Don't always run off, Jonathan, or I'll get in trouble with...
Aliena!
Nie tu! Uh-huh.
Yes?
Do you mind if we sit here?
Of course not.
A, idziemy.
And how are you two?
Oh, well.
To.
Say, I wanted to talk to you because
Yes, Jack Builder?
I like you. You're beautiful.
Why, thank you, Jonathan.
Well...
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 Jonathan!
He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about. Cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit.
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
My lady.
You dangerous feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it. You remembered it?
You sang it the first time when we sat here together.
You were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Oh.
Then don't.
Jack.
I know.
Masz jakieś wieści od swojego brata?
Have you heard from your brother?
The war never ends, and he always needs more money. And I pay him to fight for the man who killed our
King Stephen to get the earldom back from him.
Yes. But you know, I don't even want that. Everything I've built here, what we have, I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter anymore.
Dokładnie.
I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now.
Znowu pokłóciłem się z Tomem.
Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that he's a bit slow in the head.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe.
Nie gniewaj się na Tom.
Don't be cross with Tom. I think he wishes Alfred was more capable than he really is. He wants Alfred to be his successor, after all.
Well, perhaps he could be if he only put his mind to it. I mean, even I could do it.
I'm sure you could.
But who would want to build a cathedral anyway?
A nie wiem, nadal czytasz Biblię?
Were you still reading the Bible?
Philip insists. I better be angry that I lost it.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you. I think he sees something in you.
Oh, maybe I should become a monk. Oh, but you aren't allowed to kiss monks.
I shall love you like a brother then.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Say, what was that book called you told me about last time we met?
The Amours by Ovid. I've only heard about it from a travelling scholar.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we think.
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and see what I can find.
All right.
You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself, but they all made sense. Here, everything is... It's complicated.
I know. Rules everywhere. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around Jonathan.
Tom's rules. And Philip's, probably. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said. And what about us? When will we tell other people about us?
I guess when we're ready to play by their rules.
Or they by ours.
I guess.
To jak rzeźbienie w kamieniu.
It's like stone carving.
Is it?
You know, when I first look at a piece of stone, I start to imagine what it could become. Corbels, squirrels. It's like I can already see them. But it's only when you work on it that you learn what you can and you can't do with it. If you do this, the stone will break, and if you do that, it will look great.
We will tell people about us when we're sure it won't break anything.
Right.
I bet only good stone can be used for the pillars, right? Because they carry all the weight.
Exactly.
That's why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves. Which is you.
If you say so.
I know so. I want the same.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali, all of them.
Maybe not everything, Jack Builder.
Oh. What's going on?
We better go and find out.
Everyone, calm down.
What happened at the quarry?
Uh-huh.
Listen. Yes, there was an incident. Our friend Otto Blackface was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do that?
All we know is what his men told us, that the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we going to do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Oh, that's all good and well. But how are we supposed to continue working without stone and timber? I want to be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family.
Calm down. You heard the prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
And I'd planned ahead for a day like this. You will be paid soon. And there will be plenty of work for at least another month. For all of you.
I say we stay.
And I trust our prior.
I will prepare everything immediately.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
I need to talk to Philip. See me later at my house, all right?
What about the book we wanted to look for?
Not now. I think I can help here.
I'll find the book.
We will sort this out. And now, back to work. This cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
Oh, what again?
Dobra. Robimy save'a. Zaraz. Mam zapis, więc...
I will do everything in my power to make
I know that my husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Fat. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack. I saw your corbel. You did good work, Jack.
It's not half as good as it should be.
Don't get lost in the details.
It's my corbel. I want it to be perfect.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Idziemy młyna. Proca. I trenujemy.
I need to do better than that. Miss!
Ja nie lubię tego. Chcę trafić to.
Damn it.
Skup się. Jak już raz nie trafię, myślałem, że zdążę drugi raz, ale nie. Mam tylko jedną szansę. Jest.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all of them.
Jest. Osiągnięcie. Dobra. No. Czego? Co ty znalazłeś?
Do you mind?
Pozwolisz?
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants.
No. Mechanizm? Mechanizm młyna.
The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels. And the millstone. The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion. I guess that's a challenge for another day.
Główki, fajnie, przydadzą się.
Don't see any squirrels or birds. don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible. No.
Porąbane. Staram się ten pierwszy przejść, ale tu jest tyle takich... Dobra, musimy iść do kuchni. Podzielę to na dwie części. Zaraz się obiad zbieram muszę.
Maybe the sacrist has time to be cellar at the same time?
Now, let's see.
O nie. Time event.
Here we go.
Ja tego nie znoszę.
Yes.
Udało się.
Just a little more.
No.
Good. And now, what? Millions?
Yes.
Macie
Do you know how to make a bar?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
Okay.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
Idziemy na ścieżkę. Tu.
this?
Whenever did you find the time to make a balm, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Kolejne osiągnięcia. Uj. Do klasztoru. Za katedrę.
We place our trust in you. We take you in.
If only I had more time to read.
What are you reading? The Liber Regulae Pastoralis, the pastoral care.
Pope Gregory I wrote it more than 500 years ago. We've made a few copies, some even in English.
Prior Philip wants all English priests to be able to read their tasks and duties as well.
Okay.
If only I had more time.
O, spytajmy.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
Winchester. Okay. Dobra.
And this is how you thank us?
Once the west side and its towers rise above the priory, it'll be even more impressive. Only a few more years. What I'd give to build at least one of the towers.
Dużo zbudowane. Jak na 5 lat. Na pewno będzie. Okej.
I'm done for now. I just can't stand look.
Dobra, tak. Na ścieżkę. No ale jedno.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Co to jest? Kot? A tu taka perspektywie, a myślałem, że taki wielki jest. A on idzie pod murką.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honour to be one of the King's Knights.
An honour that costs a lot of money.
Oh no, you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
To nie...
So,
Więc...
Yes.
Tak?
what brings you here?
Co cię sprowadza? Masz gościa?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see.
Present.
All right.
W porządku.
I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid.
Szukam.
You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh.
Jaki?
How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations, everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Oh, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards. You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Okay. Okej. Idziemy do klasztoru. Strasznie długi odcinek.
Father Philip. Yes? Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better.
I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Tak? Dobrze, już. Okej. Zapiszmy. Dobra, mamy. Idziemy do katedry.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Idź do pracy.
Jack!
What?
Tak?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel and I let you. Sub-Prior Remy just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead.
Zaraz.
Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter.
Zaraz zejdę! Chwilę!
I'm not sure, but there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe, and when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No.
No ale ja zaraz przyjdę, no!
He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
Tu duży dzban.
He broke a big jug.
That wasn't a monk. I was there. That never happened.
Maybe I remembered it wrong.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure there won't be another one.
O. Ale ja tam widziałem postać, musiałem nie zareagować.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
O masz. Nie chcę tego dzielić na dwie części.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Wiecie co? Krótka przerwa, pójdę jeść. Mam nadzieję, że to się nie rozwali. Okej, wróciłem z obiadku. Możemy działać dalej. Trochę naleję wody ognistej. Dobra, teraz tak. Pogadajmy z wieśniakami.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help. Not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
Wyrozumiałość.
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
Oh. Oh, wow.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with two men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
Porozmawiaj ze staruszką.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
Oh, wow. Co im się stało?
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Shiring.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God, I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
Super. No i to byłoby na tyle z rozdziału trzeciego. Widzimy się w kolejnym.